Hi everyone, and my name's Tony Fox, and I'm from Mrs. Fox's Plans. So today I thought I would go through what is going on with my planners. So this is a downward look at what I have at the moment. The only other one that's missing from the pile is my little mini 5, which is my wallet. So I don't tend to show that a lot, and I've just uploaded a video on my plotter, my everyday carry, so there's no need to go through this one. If you wanted to have a look at that, I will pin it down in the cards. But that is my plotter, my everyday carry, my brain, my Bible, and as it says, it's Bible size. I have to get this x-ray done, so I will leave that paperwork in there, and it will be ready to go and organised. Okay, so what else do I have here? So I have 3 planners here, and these are all basically my therapy. So those that have been on my channel for some time know that I struggle a lot with chronic pain. I have complex regional pain syndrome. I have a lower back injury from a car accident which also has CRPS in that area. I've got rheumatoid, fibromyalgia, complex pain system syndrome issues, whatever you want to call it. In a nutshell, I deal with chronic pain on a daily basis. Some days are great and some days are not so great. Some days I'm bouncing along like every normal person, and other days not so much. So I have therapy in place, so to speak. So what these guys do here, these provide me with solace. They provide me with a way to escape from what's going on in my own world, being my own head, my own space. So I have been a journaler writer from the time I could actually handwrite. I've got journals from when I was a little kid, and it's just my form of therapy that I love doing. I have written a book about pain, which I have not yet published, but I think I'd like to. In that particular book, it was my therapy, where every day I journaled about situations like when I went through surgery, how it felt, what happened when I woke up, all those kinds of things. So I have been using writing or journaling as a form of therapy for a very long time. It's saved me so many times that I can't even begin to tell you. The other side of it too is my story is here, a story of my life, and what I do, whether it be a mundane day or a great day or just doing the washing, watching TV, making dinner kind of a day. So long after I'm gone, these pieces of paper will still be here, whether or not my children or my children's children, my grandchildren or their children, they will at least have something to read if that's something that they want to hang on to. But failing that, they have these videos as well. But that's a whole other story. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you've already been a subscriber, you may notice some weird videos that I've put up. Recently I've done a storytelling video where I read a story to my grandson. For those that don't know, I live in Australia. My son, his beautiful wife, and my grandson, they live in America, and I don't get to see them. I get to see him maybe once a year, and so a way to stay connected was I did a few videos where I read stories to my grandson. So they will be in the cards below. So apologies to those who don't really want to listen to bedtime stories, but I thought it was the easiest way to do it. So anyway, back to why I'm here. Okay, so long story short, to go through what I use these books for and why. I don't think I've done this yet this year, so I thought it's high time that I didn't. So first of all, this is my token note, my A5 token note planner. This is by far my most committed journal. I write in this, if not every day, every second day, and in it will go things about what's going on with my day, be it big, be it small. So I just use the monthlies for just a tiny little snapshot of the day, in words in December, in pictures in January, words in February, pictures in March, so now it's words for April. So this was yesterday, so today is Tuesday the 2nd. So I only have the current month, which will also be down in the cards. I've just done this setup, so you would already have seen that. So then I move on to my, this goes all the way through to March. Then I moved on to my journaling. So I started off, obviously I have the weather in here, and here I just started to write down bits and pieces that happened on the day, and then I would journal as much or as little as I want, and that's basically what I've been doing. So if I need more space, there's plenty of ways to find more space. Some days I don't feel like writing, other days I've got lots and lots to say. So I've consistently done this. I'm just doing a quick flip because we've got a big video to get through. So obviously I had a lot to say on that day, big day. I was in hospital, so not sure what was going on. I'd have to read back. So yeah, so this is my journal, and what I use has basically my sanity. So I will use kits or set this up the week before, and sometimes I will use emojis just to highlight different parts of what's gone on. Sometimes I won't, and this looks like last week. Yeah, that's last week, and then this was yesterday and today. So this is set up for next week, so this is what I'll do, and then it comes Saturday or Sunday, I will set this up. So what I've done for this week, so I've got my weather in here, and here I've just got big highlights of what's going on that day, and then put in just little emojis just to add some fun and to use up my characters. So that's what I do for this. At the back of the book, there's not a lot of space. I think there's like 4 blank pages. So what I did was I put in for every month just a snapshot of what I felt the month went, and what happened in that month. And then of course that's the back page, and that's just the end. So that is the Take a Note planner in my Roterfaden cover. I absolutely love this. I really enjoy the paper. I enjoy everything there is about this particular planner. So I'm thinking that next year this is more than likely going to be the same. It works well. So at this point, although it's hard to tell, it is April, but for the time being, I'm definitely going to go ahead with a Take a Note for my journal for next year. So that is my Take a Note. Then we have my next one, which this is my PaperTess Designs. I recently got this on a D-stash, but this is the new Trajan, I'm not 100% sure how you say it, Trajan cover from Hobonichi. And I think everybody that's discovered this, it's like a huge dust collector. It collects everything and everything you touch sticks to it. So, but it's like a waterproofy kind of material, so it's easy to wipe down. So on the back here, it's got that handwrite in this little leather accessory thing. It's got a little pouch in there, which I assume you could put some stickers in. The beauty of it is you've got this zipper part where you could actually put bits and pieces. I have some pins and whatnot attached to it. It's got a little leather thing with a fountain pen, so I've just got a fountain pen pin attached to it because I like that. I just got an ollie clip in here, and in here in these pockets I've just got some photos, some cards that mean a bit to me, and then here I've just got some stickers and bits and pieces that I'll use in this planner. And at the back, same sort of thing. Now, as I said, this is a PaperTess Design. I couldn't find a cover to fit, so I've cut up a week's one. Obviously the week's is smaller, it finishes there, so I've cut this up and taped it because nobody sees this part because it is tucked in there. So I've got my monthly stickers and a take a note bookmark, an extra one that I had, which just sits in there. So this is the PaperTess Designs book. It's the weekly and it's dated for 2024. So in here, obviously we have our months, then I have my trackers, and then we have our monthlies. So this is December, January, February, March, and now we're on to April. In April I used a Coffee Monsters Co. Hobonichi monthly kit just to use it. It's the April monthly kit. I think it looks kind of cute. And then we have our weeklies. So what this is basically a health journal, brain dump kind of a planner. So I started off with, it's obviously got all my appointments down here. I did put weather in here. These are my basically to-do lists in different categories and so on. So I've tried a few different things of how to use this top section. Tried time blocking there, tried graphs and time blocking, then went to measurements, weather down here, just bits and pieces, bit of a synopsis about the weeks or so on. So yes, so this is basically being an evolving beast as I've been going through of how to use it and what use it has for me. So this was last week, and of course, this is earlier on. This was last week, and of course this is this week. So this looks crazy busy because I do actually have a lot on this week. So here I'm using this for obviously those times, a nice feeling to it. I just really like it. So for the time being, that's just going to stay as is, and definitely a part of my collection. So that is my personal health whatever. And then I just have here, which is my creative TN. This is the Traveller's Company in the camel colour, and I have to say I love it. I love the feel of it. This one doesn't leave the house, as you can tell. It's not roughed up yet. I'm happy that she's not, but I'm sure she will not stay that way, as you can tell by the fluff. So in here I have 3 inserts. I have the plastic card insert, and I've just got sterling ink freebie stickers in here, and just a couple of bits and pieces, some washi cards, some washi, so just those in one of the jump bands. Just get to the bottom. So this is in a jump band. Just try and make that straight in a jump band. Now this here is just a notebook from PaperTess Designs, and this is just a way for me to dump my feelings. These are little poems or short stories that I find on the internet about living with chronic pain. So these are just, you may or may not have seen or heard some of these things, but it's a way for me to get down on paper things to talk about chronic pain without actually having to put it out into the wide world. So it's quite, some of them are quite dark, some of them are just an explanation of what we live with and going through and what we wish for. Being able to walk pain-free is a blessing. Being able to walk without showing the pain is a skill. And these are just things that I live with on a daily basis, and I resonate with what they say. Like this one here. Please don't try to fix me. Please understand that sometimes I just get sad. Sometimes I need to shut out the world, and I feel better if I'll let it back in. When I feel better, I'll let it back in. Which is true. Sure, my dog's barking. Sometimes you just want to shut down and go and recuperate and then come back. And that could be a couple of hours, that could be a couple of days, that could be weeks. But it is important that you understand when someone is going through this, that lives with a chronic illness, it isn't about you, it is about them. It's what I need, it's not what you have done, it is what I need to do. And here, look at this, some days you just want to hop on your unicorn and fly somewhere over the friggin' rainbow. And you know what? A lot of days feel like that sometimes. So this is a journal about all those things, living with those things, and stories that people have passed on about how they feel that I resonate with. So what I do with this, I decorate, and I only write on the one page, which is this page here, and they're just whatever I find. Whenever I find things, I keep them, and then when I feel like I need to do some writing, this is what I'll do, is I will write it down. And yeah, I love it. It's just, as I said, this is another form of therapy. I love that I can decorate the pages and make them look cute. I love the paper. I love how it feels. I love how it crinkles. And yeah, I tend to always have a couple of pages ready to go. I've always almost finished this insert, and then I'll just find another one to replace it. And then I've got, this is a Traveller's Company insert. This is just a blank paper, white paper, and this is a junk journal. So the first thing I used it for was Junk Journal January, and that was 31 prompts for every day in January, and this is my interpretation of those prompts. So yeah, this is just basically my interpretation of all of the prompts. I really enjoyed doing this. It's so nice to have a guide or a prompt or a reason to do something, and this is what this was for me. So it was very rewarding to get to the end, or to have some guide, and this is my version of it. Obviously there's a couple of things missing. I don't have any fabric, so I think there's one more. Yep, the geometrics. I've got those somewhere, but I haven't done that. And then obviously this one was travel, and these are just bits and pieces from trips, and then a reflection, and this is my reflection of how I felt about doing this. And then I just did a random page, and then I did a March reflection. So I've decided I'll do a bit of junk journaling, and then when I come to the end of the month, I will do a reflection of how I felt about the month. So that is that one. And then, this cover here is from Aesthetic Paper Co., which is, as I was saying, I will link below. You can get these beautiful covers. They cover your traveler's notebooks. They're just beautiful. I love them. Anyway, I'll link that below and you can have a look. So then I've got the weekly insert, the Traveller's Company weekly insert. No real reason, just thought I would just use it as a memory keep, dumping of my thoughts. Don't use it very much, but then I thought I'd try and use emojis. Then I thought I'd pre-decorate. That's a couple of weeks ago. Then I didn't do anything, and then I wrote in all of the appointments. Then thought I'd work around that. So yeah, it's basically just there as if I want to find something to use it for, then I will. But otherwise, it's just a therapy kind of a journal. And in the back, I've just got some ephemera, pictures of my grandson, who you will see absolutely everywhere. So that is my Traveller's Company little creative outlet therapy. So that's what I use this one for. So that's it in a nutshell. So they're my therapy journals and what I use them for. You will see me setting up them in some of my videos, so you'll see those. They'll be listed in my playlist if you want to have a look at those. But I think for now that's it from me. Until my next video, ciao for now. Bye.